welcome to Friday Night Turn Up. We're your TOs. I'm Jerry, this is Juan, that's Diego.
We've got Michael versus Penance.
Tiger versus Splish. Henson versus Frisky Fatty.
Spots versus Audrey. Pikachu versus Show.
Ed Chulo versus Water. Animosity versus Cog. Just find a setup, sit down, we'll help you find your opponent.
Thank you though.
Get top 32.
I lost to the best players on that tournament.
You did. You lost. Murloc can show you, right?
No, I'm not.
Murloc can.
Yeah, how did not lose?
Yeah, but that day it was like they were like you were ranked in Carolina.
You gonna write my tag down?
Yeah, I'll write your guys' tags down. So, what was you're great. I got you.
June of 2016 is when we started it. It was like off a 6-month hiatus. We used to run tournaments at a store called JD's Game Lounge, actually. And venue closed down. It was cool, but I still had that bug to keep running tournaments. Found a cool venue with a bar. We had to drink, get to play Melee. That was kind of like the goal the whole time, was to run like a SoCal Foundry. And the bar was just down, and we've been there ever since.
I've been playing the game from back maybe 10, 11 years ago for tournaments when we had maybe 2 nationals a year. And I did this every single weekend the entire year, right? This is like what I grew up with.
One of the first locals I ever went to was in a garage. It was 115 degrees out. There were 8 people, and I thought it was so sick that 8 people would get together to play Melee.
We used to meet every single week and just hang out in a basement with each other and run a tournament just for fun, you know, usually no money involved.
So this is actually so comfortable to me. I'm probably more comfortable at a local tournament like this than I am like at a family birthday party. Like, this is just what I grew up with.
It was amazing, you know. I still think those are some of the best times of my young adult life, is just, you know, hanging out with friends in a basement and playing this crazy game that for, you know, a million years.
And you'd go to the college campus, there's no information, you got the MapQuest, so you're just walking around with your giant TV trying to listen for Dreamland as your like arms are dying. You're like, oh. I hear Dreamland, it's over there, dude, I swear it's in that building. You walk past the building and you hear it like echoing around.
Yeah, it's true. It's so hard to space all of that.
And so I just want to make a place where people can meet other people and be homies. I guess it's as simple as that, but it's harder, easier said than done, let me tell you. Easier said than done.
So I've watched this team grow a lot. You know, we did start in a basement and then go to, you know, game stores, and then, you know, larger, maybe like a warehouse or something, or like larger facilities, and then, you know, now we're in stadiums, esports stadiums.
Locals, I think to keep them competitive, 2 things need to happen. One, you need to cultivate a group of people that are motivated and hungry to get better, and 2, the more people that are getting better, the more competitive it becomes. And when I was getting good at this game, 1, it was very fun for me, and 2, it was very motivating to see growth and results through hard work.
Locals require a perfect storm. You need a TO that's willing to take monetary hits. 2, you need a venue that's in a similar position as the TO. 3, you need a player base that is willing to go to the tournament under all circumstances.
More than just Melee. I noticed that most of the locals that I go to right now, or even the bigger tournaments, have other things to do when you get there. Like there's a sick shopping complex there, there's good food, or it's in a brewery. Most of them are in a brewery now. But you need so Melee brings you all together, and then you need that and one.
Let's take a look at what makes a good event. Confirming top players, air conditioning, spacious venue, plenty of setups, all these different factors that I would want in let's say, I don't want to play Smash with my friends in a hot ass room, I want to be able to have the option to get some food, get some water, get some beers.
I mean, that's part of the reason why I feel like the Melee community is very attracted to venues with alcohol. Yeah, losing is much easier when you can go to the bar and grab a beer.
Obviously we're all here to compete and have fun. And when top players like me go, I feel like more people are hype and more people want to go and more people are more invested. So I feel it's my duty to, especially since the game is supporting me so much and the people, that I need to give back, so this is how I see it.
I would say the one thing that kept me going was the community itself and the friends I made within the community. Really quickly, I was just, the inner circle was just becoming Melee and Melee. And to where it is now, my entire inner circle, my best, closest 10 to 12 friends are all Melee.
You get to hang out with friends, doing something you love, something you enjoy, which is competing, the video game you love, hanging out, I'm here with my boy Esteban, just drinking a beer,
What I do like to see is people ask me for advice, getting better, beating the players that they lost to earlier, and I like to mentor people, so if I see them do better with my advice or anything, that, it's a certain satisfaction for me, and it's awesome to see.
I think there is a grassroots quality that we don't ever want to lose, and it's just that tight-knit, group of relationships that we've all built up together. I think that's something that we need to remember how special it is and always keep that no matter how big we get.
No. The local scene obviously will never die.
No, I never see an end to locals. I'm never gonna stop coming as long as they're still going.
I do not see an end to locals. Just because the game has this special quality about it.
Dude, it's kind of similar to when people ask me if I see an end to Melee and esports. Every time I say yeah, maybe in another year or two, it outlives it 2 times over, 3 times over.
It's hard to say. Melee is predictable in some senses, but in other senses, it's we don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. This specific game is so different than every other one.
Yeah, dude, Melee is forever. There will always be a love for Melee. Maybe an end of locals, but Smash Fest and net play, Melee in general as an esport, I don't see it dying.
There's nothing like playing someone in person, having a certain level of beef, even shit talking. You can shit talk that person right after you win or you lose, get you next time, or haha, beat you finally. There's a certain aspect that you can't get through online play.
It's just too fun to think that could ever die. The experience is way too amazing for any of us to let that go.
Maybe we won't have Evo anymore, or maybe viewership goes down, player base goes down, but Melee, the love is always going to be there. There's no game like it.
Because I want Melee to succeed as an esport, I want to say yes, just because the top tier esports, they don't have locals. It's all online tournaments. And you pay money to just go to an event to see your favorite player. Melee?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no reason we should be here. There's no reason I should be here, honestly. I don't know what put me on this path, but I'm here now.
Okay, can you say your name and your tag?
I'm Rose. My tag is AS.
And how old are you?
I'm 13. Yes, Melee is older than me. It's been pretty interesting. I've only played one match at this point, times, yeah. This, like, the closeness of it, I don't know how to quite describe it. Like, the fact that you're sharing one screen, you're sitting right next to your opponent, like, you can hear their button presses, like, that whole, like, experience of just, like, knowing who you're playing is a lot different than, like, seeing, like, XX Falco Master, XX beat you 2-1. People are also nicer here, I've noticed, than on that play.
At the end of a turn-up, like, or during a turn-up, it's really hard to, like, dismiss all these people's faces, and it's just like all these people are having, like, genuine fucking fun, and it's exhilarating, honestly. I try to play my cool a lot, but it's hard.
Favorite player, probably Leffen. Also his Twitter is really funny. That's another big deciding factor.
Have you ever made money at a local?
Yes, but only when there are no good players. When
like there, you never see like ghettos, but like they have like Mexicans and black. But like this is the first time I see just a giant group of fucking white people in one. Like I went to like one restaurant and literally just, everyone's just rich and white. I'm just like, what the fuck?
So you've been in the scene for a while, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Time and stuff. Is this nice compared to that?
Oh, I thought you were filming. I'm like, oh shit!
That's alright.
You okay?
I thought I walked in and something and tried to make them open.
That's definitely going.
Okay. Until the next tournament even, I will be salty about a bad loss. So you want to cultivate an environment that coddles that saltiness.
Show that you're the best at what you do, and just keep doing it. Don't let anyone tell you to stop. If someone tells you to stop, they're jealous. Tell them to fuck off. That's all I gotta say about that. And cut.